Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Beanie and welcome back to another video. Guys, sorry I haven't been around the past week. I've had a lot of family stuff to deal with. My grandma, not my great-grandma who died a couple months ago, but my grandma, her daughter, has been in really bad shape, and I'm been one of the main ones to have to take care of her and everything, so that's kind of put me in a bind as far as like my time and everything goes and making videos and stuff like that. But we've kind of figured out a way for me to do lots of stuff on the channel and everything, and still you know, have her taken care of and everything. So I think we're good for at least a few days. So I plan on making some videos and streaming and all that jazz in the coming days. It's really good though that it kind of happened when it did, because last week all they were talking about was presentation and commentary and stuff like that. So it really wasn't that big of a deal for me to miss that, because I don't really care about that stuff that much, and I know that you guys probably care about it a lot less than you would care about the stuff that's coming out this week. And this week they are talking about Diamond Dynasty in MLB The Show 18, and this is the meat and potatoes of what I'm extremely excited about for next year. What new legends are we going to have? Is there going to be new programs for us to complete? What all is going to be new in Diamond Dynasty? And this video gives us a little sneak peek into what to expect from Diamond Dynasty this year. And guys, I gotta tell you, I'm extremely excited. There's a lot of really cool new stuff in here, but we're mainly gonna be focusing on 3 new things that they're adding. The second of which is, in my opinion, the most significant change to Diamond Dynasty, and in my opinion, the most significant improvement to Diamond Dynasty that we have maybe ever seen. It's a big deal, and I'll explain why I think it's such a big deal whenever we decide to talk about it. But first, let's go ahead and get into the video.
Hi everyone, Lance Leahy here. Welcome to another MLB The Show Monday, powered by GameStop. Today we're highlighting what's new in Diamond Dynasty. The journey gets even more epic this year with dozens of new programs, time traveling through baseball history. In our flexible program system, you get to choose which missions to play. As you play through smaller programs, you advance toward the big ones that reward players who have been forever immortalized in Cooperstown.
As you can see, their new programs, they look freaking awesome. I can't wait to hop into some of those programs and get them done. I do have a few questions, and it seems like there were, you know, it was kind of overwhelming when I saw the programs at the start of the video, because I mean, there were just so many of them, and there were different like tiers of thing. There were like 2 legend tiers. There was like super legends, and then just like kind of shitty legends, not shitty legends, but you know, just like underling legends or something like that. Then there was also that freaking thing, like the positions, like there was like a first base program or something like that. I don't know, it looked really, just really kind of strange to me, and I'm really interested to see how that works. Is it going to be like a pyramid? Do you have to complete like all the bottom level, and then you move up to the next level, and you complete all that, and then you move up until you get all the way to like the Babe Ruth program or something like that? Or is it going to work like, can you start working on the Babe Ruth program immediately as soon as you get the game? I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see how they handle the program system next year, but I, for one, am really excited about it. I can't wait to get in and start grinding some of those out. And man, Babe Ruth though, and you know, Frank Thomas and all those guys, they are going to be even more sought after this year, because this next change, boy, I'm telling you, it's huge, and I'm going to tell you why I really love it. But first, let's take a look at it.
We didn't stop there. Instead, we blew the roof off the attribute system to support these immortals in Diamond Dynasty. The cap on attributes now extends beyond 99, meaning the Ryan Express and the Great Bambino will command an unprecedented level of respect, along with a total of 30 new legends and even more flashbacks.
That is right, guys. They have completely revamped the attribute system. No longer are we stuck with an arbitrary cap on how good an attribute can be of 99 overall. No longer. Now we can blow past that stupid 99 overall, and we can go all the way up to the highest I saw was 125. So what does that mean? And why did they do this? Well, this is something that I've been advocating for a long time. I always thought that it was kind of weird that a player like Ichiro would have 99 overall contact, and then a player, you know, that wasn't anywhere near as good at contact as Ichiro would be pretty darn close to him in contact. Like a player that hit 305 or 310 in the year where he has a 99 overall, and Ichiro hit 370. They have the same exact attribute for that particular year. And I just always thought that that was really, really odd that they would do that, and that there would be no scrutiny or discrepancy between those two players. So I always advocated for scaling down the attributes, keeping the 99 overall cap on the attributes, but scaling them back down to where if you had a 99 overall, he was going to be like the greatest of all time or close to it at that particular thing. And you know, likewise, if you were able to get a 99 overall, you were gonna be like one of the top 5 players of all time. Like, it was going to be extremely difficult to hit a 99 overall as a player, kind of how the FIFA attributes work or something like that. And a lot of people pushed back against that idea because they thought that I was talking about just over time scaling up the attributes, you know, to render certain players useless later in the year, kind of the way that Madden does. But that's not what I was advocating for. What I was advocating for was a more nuanced system where you could really identify a player's strengths and weaknesses and more clearly. And I think that they made the right decision, though, in rejecting that idea, the idea that I had, and going the opposite way, but essentially still having the same effect. You still have the 99 overall cap on your overall card, but they've broken down the hitting and the fielding part of it, and you have an overall attached to your hitting and an overall attached to your pitching, and then your individual attributes. Oh, and those two, the hitting and the fielding overalls can break 99. But then the individual attributes, the contact, the power, the vision, and all that stuff, they can blow past 99 all the way up to, the highest I saw was 125, but we don't even know if that's the cap. We don't even know if there is a cap, or at least I don't. Maybe one of you in the comments can tell me. Maybe you guys are privy to info that I'm not privy to. But that is an extremely big deal. We are going to have way more nuanced players. We are going to have players that are way OP and way better whenever that's the correct thing to do. Whenever a guy did have an outrageously good year at one particular thing, he's going to be rewarded more for it than he has been in the past. And I think that that's a very, very good thing. I think it's going to make teams far more diverse. I think it's going to make you think about team building in a different way. Overall, I think it's a fantastic change, and I think that a lot of the people that are pushing back against us right now, once they get it in their hands and once they kind of understand what the team at SDS is trying to do, I think that it's something that they're really gonna like. And I'm really, really happy that they put this in. This is one of my baby ideas, like that I've been hoping got in for a really long time, and I'm so glad that they put it in. I think it's going to be a great thing.
On the rewards front, Stephen Haas and Luis Martinez from our content team are here with more.
To have some fun, we added hundreds of new souvenirs.
New collectible team hats, jerseys, autographs, and even fan-favorite bobbleheads.
As you earn these souvenirs, you want to drop them and other player items into the Exchange, a revamped area that lets you swap items to improve your squad and earn exclusive rewards.
And the last change that we are going to be talking about, or addition, I guess, that we're going to be talking about is the souvenirs. And this is something that I'm really iffy on. I don't think it's a terrible idea or a great idea at first. I've got to see how they implement it first. The one thing that's great about it is that a lot of people have been asking for a little bit of a change to the uniform system, to where you can, in addition to creating your own uniform, if you want to go the customization route, you can also find ways to get Major League Baseball uniforms and use those as your Diamond Dynasty uniforms. And now with the souvenirs, you can collect those uniforms to work that out if you so choose. I still personally want to create my own uniform. I like that touch of customization that it adds, but I know a lot of people don't, and a lot of people just want to play with the Rockies, you know, or somebody like that. But The downside to this souvenir thing, or I'm not going to say downside right off the bat, the potential downside right off the bat is that this turns Diamond Dynasty basically into mud to Madden Ultimate Team. I'm not thinking that it's going to do that. In fact, I think that it probably won't. I think that they will implement this correctly, but there is the potential there for a scenario like this. Let's say that Ted Williams has a program, and let's say part of that Ted Williams program is that you have to get the Red Sox alternate uniform, you have to get a Ted Williams bobblehead, and a Ted Williams autograph. Well, the uniform and the bobblehead are pretty cheap. You can go and you can pick them up fairly easily. They're fairly common, but that autograph is extremely rare. And in order to get that autograph, like, you have to do some work, man, because it is so rare that in the marketplace it costs 300,000 stubs or something crazy like that, because the market has identified how rare it is, and they jacked up the price because of that. And now it's going to be extremely difficult to complete Ted Williams and a lot of those other programs that you were originally wanting to do, but now you can't because you aren't spending money on the game. That is a potential issue with the souvenir thing. I'm not saying that that is definitely how it's going to be implemented. I don't know, but it does concern me a little bit. Not necessarily for myself, because I know how to make stubs in this game. It's not really a problem for me, but for the people who can't go and win a battle royale run, or can't go and flip the market a ton, they just don't have the time. Diamond Dynasty might be a bit more of a grind for you if this is something that comes to be. And I'm really hoping that it's not, though. I'm hoping that it's just like a cool new addition, you know, and they figure out a cool way to implement it, and they don't make any of the collectibles extremely rare or anything like that to jack up the prices of them and make it more difficult to acquire those OP cards. That's the way I'm hoping it goes, but I don't know. Tell me your thoughts in the comments about what you think of the souvenirs, and if you think that it's going to be a good thing or bad thing.
In other big news, we overhauled and rebalanced the created player by tying his progression to position-specific programs. Missions are based on new archetypes, meaning created players will have strengths and weaknesses depending on your path.
Okay, this is actually going to be the last thing that we talk about. My bad. I had to go in and editing. I kind of forgot about the created player thing. But guys, there is going to be a new created player system implemented into MLB The Show, and I'm, for one, in total favor of this. A lot of people want the created player to just be removed completely, but one of the biggest problems people had with created player was them just being so OP at everything, and now they're going to be archetypes, and that's kind of something that me and Cardinal Bird have talked about together before, is that they needed a template. You needed to have a certain types of players that your created player could be. Like, they could be great at contact and speed, but not necessarily a power threat, or they could be a big power threat, but not necessarily have great contact, or they could be fantastic offensively, but kind of lag behind when it comes to fielding and speed, stuff like that. And it seems like that's kind of the thing that they're implementing here. We'll have to see exactly how it goes whenever they put it into the game, and how the missions and everything work, and how much attributes you can gain from that. But I, for one, am in total favor of this. I think it's a great thing, and I think that it's going to kind of ease the tension around the created player that has kind of been created over the past couple years. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Tell me what you think about the created player, about the souvenirs, especially about the attribute change, because I think that's going to be the biggest one out of all of these, and also about the programs and what you think about that. And just how that's going to be implemented. And are you excited for all this? Are you worried about the souvenir thing, about how it could turn it into mutt or some semblance of mutt? Let me know in the comments what you think. I, for one, am really, really excited, but I do have a few reservations that I'm holding out, you know, just until I see everything in all its glory. I'll probably have an update on this on Thursday to tell you what I think, and I will be streaming a lot more this week, since I have figured out a way to kind of have the grandma taken care of without me having to be there all the time. So yeah, guys, I will see y'all later, possibly with a stream. I may wait till tomorrow to stream. I don't know. We'll see. But guys, I love y'all. I will see y'all later. But until then, peace.